But you told that if opportunity come, it will be very subtle, and you should grasp it. Yeah. Then the some opportunity comes to you when you go your by way. How can I recognize this?
It's a constant process. You will never be perfectly certain. Never.
Yeah, but what is okay? Maybe not 100%, but what is good
It will be relatively more peaceful than the other aspects or areas of your life.
should I move in direction which I feel more peaceful
You
for
have
my
no other option. You see, let's say it's pitch dark here. Hmm? It's totally dark here. And you see a glimmer, a little light somewhere in the far. Do you have any option? You have to move towards that. And when you will move towards that, you will get hurt because the light is so feeble. You cannot see anything. You will stumble. You will bruise yourself. But the more you move towards that light, the more illuminated your path will be. You have no option but to move in adverse conditions as well. Hmm?
yeah. But I mean, for example, I love smoke chili, yeah? And I can smoke all the day, and my day every day will be peaceful and like this. But if I want to go some other level of my evolution, I need maybe practice hardly, not very hardly, but I don't know, maybe breathing every day, running, and to keep my body in perfect condition. Yeah, and for this I need power of volic power. Yeah, and this way looks like more heavy. Yeah, because you need every day to put a lot of
Discipline is needed.
yeah, discipline. Yeah, yeah. And some way looks like more peaceful, just sitting in the jungle like Baba and smoke chili. That's how. Yeah. And if I will go all the time by just
Peace.
by peace, maybe I will go to nowhere.
That's not true. You must continue smoking chillum. If right now you feel that peace is associated with chillum, you better test your notion. Otherwise, you will try to meditate or try to do your other spiritual things. And every time they ask for discipline, and every time they break your comfort a little, you will be reminded of chillum. Because chillum to you right now stands for peace. You must first of all test and convince yourself whether chillum really stands for peace. You said you can smoke chillum every day and be peaceful. Is that really so? Chillum can bring you peace for a few days and then you will want to throw the chillum away. That's the thing with chillum. And if chillum can bring you perpetual peace, then chillum is truth. Because only the truth can bring you everlasting peace. Rest assured, things like chillum or anything in the world, any kind of substance, man, woman, property, fame, sex, they can bring only superficial resemblance of peace to you, and that too only for a limited time. After that, you will be burnt out. After that, you would be totally weary, exhausted, and you would be repulsed by what once used to enamor you. Convince yourself that no chillum can be a substitute for truth. Do that. There are so many people who are not convinced of that and are yet trying to move towards truth or God. They fail because even in their meditation, only sex dances. If you are of the opinion that sex is a substitute for silence or stillness, then test it. Let's see how far can you go. And if you could indeed go very far on chillum, then all the scriptures and all the gurus must have missed out on something.
And what is good to keep my mind in a calm, like practice. If I try to meditate, yeah, just sitting down, breathing little bit, and after all the time, the thoughts coming, yeah, or just body sensation, and all the time it's take me out of my point of concentration, and I still didn't have this deep experience of deep immersion to this process.
You must listen very carefully to this. There are two kinds of distractions. The first kind is when the distraction indeed appears convincing, rational, powerful. Do you understand this? You are sitting in silence, and a fellow comes to you and says, "Come with me, I will give you peace." And he is constantly in your ears. And what is he buzzing? Come with me, I will give you peace. You don't need to sit still, you don't need to read, you don't need to listen to the teachers. Come to me, I have a very good product that delivers peace. This is the first kind of distraction. The fellow's claim is still untested. When you face distractions of this kind, then I say go ahead and test what the fellow is claiming. Because if you do not test, then your mind will keep doubting. What if he is right? So go ahead and test. So you go ahead and with sincerity and objectivity and without prejudice, you test what he is giving. And you have the intelligence to test, right? You test it. And obviously the test is going to fail. But you do not be carried away by my words. You test it. You test it as if there is no background, no bias. So you tested it and you found that the claim of the fellow was bogus. And you come back and now you are again reading a book, a scripture, an Upanishad. And the fellow again comes to you. Now this is the second kind of distraction. The fellow now again comes back to you and buzzes in your ear. I have something that will give you peace, come with me. This is the second kind of distraction. Why do I differentiate it from the first kind?
It's same, but again.
Now you know that his claim is bogus. Still he is coming to you. In the first case, you were not conscious whether what he is saying is founded or not. Now you know that he is just blabbering. And still he has the guts to come to you and try to influence you and win you. Now you do not need testing. Now you need hard suppression. These are the two kinds of distractions that affect the mind. First kind of distractions, when something that appears new has come to you. If something that appears new has come to you, do not just dismiss it. Explore it. Test it. The second kind of distraction is the majority of distractions. 95% belong to the second kind. You already know that what the distraction is claiming is nonsense, and yet it is returning to you again and again. You already know that the fellow is going to deceive you. You already know that the thought is deceptive, and still the thought is coming to you. The fellow that I am talking of is a personification of a thought, a tendency. You know what he is claiming is bogus, and still he is trying to influence you. Now, what must you do? Suppress hard, slap him hard. Now, you cannot say, well, I'll have a certain sympathy towards you, well, I will test again or something. No. The testing has happened, the results are out, and you are still bugging me. What you deserve is a tight slap. You know who that person is. That person is you. That person is your tendencies and thoughts. You must learn the art of suppression. But suppression must not happen when the thing appears new. It won't be new, but it is at least appearing new. Then test it. Testing doesn't take too long. Most of the things that bother you are anyway not new. Sex returns in cycles, does it not? And you already know how much it can deliver, and still it comes to bug you every day. Now you know that the thing is important, and it's still trying to dominate you. What you need now is hard suppression. The Upanishads call it, the scriptures call it sham and dam. Douse the fire and suppress the momentum. Sham and dam. Douse the fire and kill the momentum. Suppress the momentum. You already know the shop specializes in selling fake goods. Why must you listen to the salesman every day? Why can't you dismiss him offhand? I know where you come from. I know where you come from. Your words are new, but your origin is the same old treacherous origin. I know the shop you come from, so I will
Listen.
not listen to you. I will not listen to you.